Hey guys, my name is Sanjay and welcome to the Engineer Wannabe YouTube channel. It is good to see you guys. I hope you're doing well and are having a good evening. I am having a good day. I made some moves. Uh, we can talk about that. And hey, Bobby K is here. Good to see you, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Not bad. How are you doing?
Good, thanks. Good, thanks. I was just saying I made some moves today. Uh,
Okay, I was predicting nothing, but
You're okay. Okay. Yeah. But anyway, how was your Saturday?
not bad. Not bad. The Heat, Miami Heat, is a basketball team. Went to the game
Okay.
yesterday, and they won. So
Oh,
great,
nice.
great.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Well, what happened to the hockey game?
The hockey. I was at the Miami Heat game at the same time the Florida Panthers were in your neck of the woods in Toronto, and they
Oh,
beat the
really?
Toronto
Okay.
Maple Leafs, and they're
Oh, they
also
beat them?
yep. So
Oh.
both teams are advancing to their respective Easter Conference finals.
Oh,
Nice.
so the Leafs didn't get knocked out?
The Leafs did get knocked out.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know nothing about this. So.
Well, to all the Maple Leafs fans, enjoy your off season. Uh, um, but yeah, I don't watch hockey as much as I watch basketball and
Yeah.
American football. So
Yeah, yeah. Very nice. What's on your wrist, sir?
I was just playing around with the 5711.
Oh, a rare appearance.
Yeah, yeah. So I was
Nice.
talking a little bit about it today and just took it out.
Yeah.
And I just still do like the watch. It's very thin and great, a nice bracelet. Not great bracelet, but a nice bracelet. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You're still enjoying it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just it's something like it's there. I don't wear it a lot. I just I do should appreciate it more. So
Right. It's like a veteran piece in your collection, right?
yeah. It's like a reliable piece, and uh, but it still wears well, fits well. It doesn't give me any like I'm bored with it or anything like that.
Right, right. Very good.
Speaking of being bored or anything like that, Sanjay, how was your? What are you wearing on the wrist? Is it a new watch?
It's new.
Okay, all right. Let's. Did you? Let's take a breath. Take a step back. And did you buy it out of pocket?
Well,
Or
how about we take a look at the chat and say hi to
yes,
everyone?
yes, yes. Sounds
Yeah.
good. Sounds good. Sounds
All
good.
right, guys. Let us know what's on your wrist. Be happy to see. Cabby Lake. Hey, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Mistake or Miss Blake. That's funny. Good one. Hey, Kevin Hawthorne. Good to see you. James Duffy's here. Good to see you. Hey, Chaz is here as well. The King is here. F.P. Wilson. Good to see you, sir. Um, Underachieving Watch Collector is here as well. Chaz is wearing the SNR 049. Hashtag sinking ship. Um, Bruno, how's it going? Let's see. Scott Tarlow. Hey, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Rick is here too. Good to see you, Rick. Really enjoyed a little clip of your debut. Beautiful. Bobby Legs is here. Good to see you, Bobby Legs. Joey B. Good to see you. Marcus F. How's it going? Called it, says Chaz. I'm not sure what was called.
You getting a new watch?
Oh, I see. Yes, yes. Hey, Karin is here. Good to see you, sir. You're too kind. Um, thank you. Not definitely not the best show on YouTube. Hey, Walter. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Wayben, good to see you. We got Stefan. How's it going? Prosecutor Bobby's on the scene, says FP Wilson. Oh, it's so enjoyable seeing when you're here and I get a new watch, Bobby. So much fun. Hey, Karin bought a new watch too. Apparently, it's a Flick Flack. My kids have two Flick Flacks. Marcus S asking the golden question here. We'll get to that. FPGS. Cowboy Kichi Walter is wearing the Pelagos. Very nice. Bobby Lex is wearing the Cosmonaut. Very nice. Seamaster 300 on Marcus F's wrist. Pale Horse is here. Good to see you. X Hobbies, how's it going? First time here, first time seeing you. Good to see you. Any chance of a King Seiko sighting? Unlikely, at least not on this panel. Beautiful watches though. Sinking ship purchase. Asks Dib. Dib, good to see you. Hey, Kevin S. Good to see you. Treat mom good tomorrow. S. Happy Mother's Day to 0% of moms watching this stream tonight. I mean, 0% of you are moms watching this stream tonight. That's what I mean. Tom D. Speedmaster Sapphire Sandwich. Congrats, Tom.
Congrats.
That's exciting. Great purchase. One of my favorite watches. My favorite chronograph. Which I love. I'll stick to that, Bobby. I love it. All right. So on my wrist.
Wait. We'll take it, but we'll see. So the question I have for you: did you trade in a watch?
I did.
Okay, so let's get into this thing here.
I did
So
trade.
I need a we need to get a recollection of what watches you have, and then what watches may have. I'm going to have the chat try to put in their 2 cents so that we get some activity here. All right.
Yeah.
So I
Good,
think you
good.
have the SPGY 295 as your. No, I'm just saying that was a watch that you had recently.
Yes.
Yeah, that
Yes.
was one of the watches that you love.
My Halo piece.
Yes.
Yes.
And then you have a Planet Ocean. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And then you have a Longines.
Launching Legend Diver. Yep.
Legend Diver. Okay. What else pieces? I'm just trying to get a recollection of what else pieces. I'm just thinking of outside at the top of my head here.
Yeah. So I have a Grand Seiko Sea of Clouds.
Grand Seiko Sea of Clouds. Yep.
017.
Mm-hmm.
I have a Tudor Royale 34 mil.
Tudor. Yep. I forgot about the. Yeah, I do remember the Tudor Royale.
Yeah.
34 millimeters. Mm-hmm.
A couple of 34 mil Presages.
Okay.
Vintage Ulysse Nardin. And a couple of G-Shocks.
Okay.
That's where the collection left off. Saturday morning.
All right. There is. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
So I just want to clarify before I state it.
Thank
SPG.
you, super chat. Very kind. Thank you.
SPGYW, 295, the Planet Ocean, the Longines Legend Diver, Grand Seiko Sea of Clouds, Tudor Royale, 34 millimeters, a couple of Presages, and a vintage UN. Would you say that that's the order chronologically in financial terms too, in descending order? So I'll repeat it again for you.
Yeah.
SPGW 295.
Yep, that's top.
Planet Ocean.
Yep, that's second.
Longines Legend Diver.
No, Sea of Clouds.
Sea of Clouds above Longines. Then the Tudor Royale or Longines Legend Diver, which is
Longines Legend Diver.
Is
MSRP, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so now just to reiterate, SPGW 295, Planet Ocean, Grand Seiko Sea of Clouds, Longines Legend Diver, Tudor Royale 34 millimeters, and a couple of Presages, and the vintage UN. Is it that correct order?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right. So now I would need some. This is because I never thought that you bought a new watch. Now here's the first question I have for you. Did you get a singular new watch or multiple new watches? So I'm going to guess a singular new watch.
Okay.
But I will. Do you know how to? I don't know how we can get into the poll here. Can we make polls or?
Yes, let me take my watch off my wrist because I have the urge to raise my. Yeah. I usually do this.
Yeah.
I need to take my watch off. Okay. Let me exit the poll here real quick.
Okay. So the question I'm going to ask the chat here is: Did Sanjay get one watch or did he get multiple watches? And we'll while we do that, I'm going to do some mental thinking here. I know you like the SPGW 295 because you recently got rid of the SPGY 003. So I'm just thinking, this is not any inference or anything like that, but I'm feeling that you kept that. But I know you like the Planet Ocean. I have a feeling that you kept that too.
Okay.
My thinking is that you were talking a little bit about the Grand Seiko Sea of Clouds being, so I feel like you let go of that. That's my thinking here. And then you kept the Longines Legend Diver and the Tudor Royale 34 millimeter Seiko Vintage UN. I said all those are kept. But this is all, how do you say, just there's no concrete evidence of anything. Whew, this is a hard one for me, and I wish I had some help here. If anybody wants to join in the chat here or join the stream,
Yeah,
to
feel free.
reflect on these thoughts here, because this is something I feel like I'm in interrogation mode right now. But
Yeah.
I need somebody to be like the good cop while I'm the bad cop. But either way, I think, were you able to create a poll?
Yep, yep. So we have a poll going right now. There are
Or,
16 votes, 50-50, yes and no, exactly 50-50.
ooh, a 50
Yeah.
50. Some people think there's only one watch. Some people think it's multiple watches. So I'm going to, just for sake of time here, I'm going to lean as a, I'm going to think you bought only one single watch. So I'm going to lean towards that. So that goes to the majority vote.
Okay.
Uh, Drum roll here. Do you buy one watch or did you buy multiple watches?
So I'm going to end the poll here. Uh, the poll was 54% said no,
Ooh.
45% said yes. The correct answer is I bought multiple watches.
Wow, 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 wow. Okay, okay, okay. Oof. So this is getting
Multiple.
interesting now. All right.
Yeah.
So multiple watches. All right. So we're just writing this down here. Okay. Okay, chat here now. This is Sanjay, so we don't know anything. Like we're completely outclassed here. He already got that out the way. Multiple could be two, it could be three, it could be four, it could be five. I don't know how many. So
We got
there we
Bobby
go.
here. Good to see you, sir.
Thank you, Rob, for coming in, because this is getting a little hot now. I need a backup. Like, I need assistance here, because this is like, I can't.
No problem, no problem. Wait, so did
Multiple watches, multiple watches. That's the only thing I
multiple?
know.
So I picked up multiple watches. So did you have this morning? Did I miss? Did you get rid of the Speedy in the last couple weeks?
Yeah, yeah. That was a couple of months ago, actually.
I'm going to
Okay.
reiterate, because Rob, I don't know if you missed it, because I just asked a question about what watches he has or he
Mhm.
had right before the stream. It was the SBGW295, the Rishi dial that he got recently, that he
Mhm.
traded his Grail SBGY0034. So that's in. I'm going to list them in descending financial order. So the SBGW295 is the most expensive one. The second one is a Planet Ocean. Number three is the Grand Seiko Sea of Clouds. Number four is the Longines Legend Diver. Number five is the Tudor Royale 34 millimeters. And then he has a couple of 34 millimeter Seiko Presages and a vintage UN. That is the list. He says that he traded in watches and he's got multiple watches. The exact number of multiple watches is yet to be
Yeah.
deduced yet, but
Yeah. Now the question is, what? Let's look at it this way. Like, what has he been pining for? Like pining for?
so I can help you there. I don't know what's in his mind, but he said in the last couple of weeks, he said that he was not interested. He was kind of contemplating the Sea of Clouds leaving his collection and getting a smaller version of that, a quartz piece. That's the only feeling I
Well, the
feel
Sea
like.
of Clouds is quartz, right?
Yeah, a smaller one, a
Mhm.
smaller 9F quartz. I think it was a 34 millimeter one that he was contemplating.
At one point, he was talking, and I think it lost favor. But I'm wondering if it made a comeback. Was the new Pelagos?
Mm. He did say that, I think a month ago or during Watches and Wonders, right when it got released. That is true.
Exactly
So
54, you mean, right?
I think we need to get a little more information from Sanjay about, because this is multiple pieces. We do have to know how many pieces he got, I think, to better assess
Hmm.
what models he may or may have gotten. So um, I think the question is, did you think he got two, Rob, or do you think he got more than two? He said multiple. That's the only question
Yeah,
I.
no. I think two. I don't think Sanjay walked away with more than two if he went the multiple route. Now I'm surprised. I thought I voted for one, not
Mhm.
multiples. But so the multiples is what's really, really interesting here. Now, Sanjay, Bobby, do you mind if I ask directly the witness?
Directly
Yeah,
question. That's
yeah.
you're free to do
Sa-
that.
Sanjay, of the watches that you've picked up today,
Yeah,
um, have they been in play before in your thought? Have you? Oh, okay, no, sorry. Have you owned any of them before?
no,
Okay,
no.
Okay. All right.
okay.
Before we get into any further, did you add any cash to the watch or watches that you traded in for these multiple watches?
I did. Yes, cash was added in.
Added in plus with watch or watches traded in. So we don't know how many watches were traded in. We'll get to that in a second here.
We have a poll going right now for how many watches got
Yeah. Yeah.
purchased.
Mm-hmm.
We've got 75% of people saying 2 watches were purchased, 25% saying 3 watches, 0% saying 4 watches.
Okay.
Sanjay, quick question. Do you don't have the Black Bay 58 that you said, the blue dial, right?
No, I don't.
So Rob, do you say you're thinking 2 as well, right? You said you're thinking he got 2 watches.
I'm thinking 2, and I'm thinking 1 is Tudor.
Okay. So let's just get to the number first because the poll says 75% said 2.
Mm-hmm.
I am in agreement with Rob that it's 2. Sanjay, did you get 2 watches only? Yes or no?
Ending result was 80% saying 2, 20% saying 3. I got more than 2.
Man,
Oh wow. Okay. All right. We're dealing with
2 curveballs.
2
was
curveballs to begin with, 2 balls and no strikes.
was was it an even number, the trade? I know you added cash. Was it like a 3 for 3? You don't have to say the amount of watches if you don't want to say amount, but was it the amount of watches that you traded in the same that you brought home with you?
No.
Okay.
Wow. So let's move it up. Let's say it's okay. So it's not 2. Let's say bare minimum it's 3. So he had to have traded 4. Am I thinking?
Yeah, for 3, because you said the
At least,
even number of watches were traded in. He got more than 2 watches, so the
unless
minimum
he
number is 3.
traded less than 3.
No, he said he got more than 2 watches, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah. But so Sanjay, are you? And I'm sorry if you guys asked this question before. Are you um, plus more watches today, this afternoon, or minus more watches today?
I have more watches than I started off this morning.
Okay, so it's at minimum of 4 to 3, right? That's just at minimum. Wow, this is a really big epic trade. I didn't think it was. I didn't know it was this big.
let's ask the mental state of Sanjay right now. How are you feeling today, Sanjay?
I feel great.
You feel great.
Oh,
Okay,
now
just
you feel great.
yeah.
When you woke
Okay.
up this morning,
Dopamine.
how are you feeling?
I'm sorry?
When you woke up this morning, how are you feeling?
I felt great this morning too.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Was
good morning.
when you drove to the 80? Did your trunk feel heavy with all the boxes that you had in the
Yeah,
back?
was there a traffic incident?
It was heavy. There was no traffic incident though.
Okay.
Thankfully.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is
Hmm.
like a massive trade. Like this
This is a
is
massive trade. I think nothing is safe.
multiple casualties. This
Yeah,
is
this is a
okay.
bloodbath.
Okay.
I think Bobby, I think nothing is safe here.
Nothing is safe now. This is like
Well, except for maybe the vintage you went, because I think that was a gift from his father.
No, it was a gift from Walt. So that's
Okay,
100%.
so gift from almost his father.
okay.
Um, so it's definitely. I don't think he's gonna do that. I don't think he's gonna, obviously. Um, I see it, Marcus. I like this thought here. This
Mhm.
Black Bay 54.
Okay. So here's a question for you. We didn't even ask the number of watches or anything. Rob asked a great question about multiple watches, even number. You said you have now more watches than you had before. Is any of the watches that you got Swiss?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Ooh.
That's a
Now,
good question too.
well, we'll get there. Now we have to think about how many watches he got, Rob, because, or should we go with another strategy of what watches still remain in his
Okay, so
collection.
he has more watches at this moment than he did
Hmm.
this morning. So okay, okay, all right. So I had my numbers reversed before. So at minimum, it's a four in, three out, right? At minimum, right?
4 in 3 out. Yeah,
At
he traded
minimum,
out more, traded out less than what he got. So
yeah. So he's net positive.
yeah, net positive.
Could
Okay.
be 3 in 2 out.
What was it?
It could be 3 in 2 out as well.
It could be
Yeah, you traded out less watches though. Like in your
Yeah.
collection, you trade out less.
Yeah.
So here's a question, Rob. What watch do you think he? At least we can choose. We can guess one of them. Um, he has
okay. So I
a.
think Sea Clouds is gone.
You think? I agree with that. You
Yeah.
want to put it on the poll too, Sanjay? While we do
Yeah.
that,
Let me take my watch back
Yeah,
off.
because
we're just gonna take over your stream right now.
yeah,
So
yeah,
Yeah, no, absolutely.
yeah. We'll give you time for revealing because I know you have multiple pieces, Sanjay.
Yeah.
But I think is it because he mentioned it, Rob, that you're saying that the Cedar Clause is like he
Mm,
said it verbally? That means it's kind of a done deal.
yeah. I think he sends out typically messages whether he realizes or not if a watch is on the chopping block.
Yeah, he doesn't have a poker face. Basically, you're saying.
Yeah, no, absolutely terrible, the worst.
Okay. All right. What
But I
do you?
mean, but his poker face is pretty good now. Like in the hot seat,
Yes.
it's pretty good.
Yes. Yeah. He doesn't fade under pressure though.
Okay.
He doesn't like that's. I think he does it internally. He
Yeah,
doesn't externalize it.
So look, I think so. I'm thinking that the Tudor Royale, because he goes in and out of the right. He's on that like a million times, right? I think that's another one that. Yeah, go ahead, Bob.
No. I think you're right, but I feel like we've been striking out twice now, like with the first one and the second one. I feel like we need some optimism here and saying that. Would you say that the Sea of Clouds is more likely or the Tudor Royale? It's kind of like playing
yeah.
Battleship. We have to make the exact.
I think the Royale is more likely to go before the Sea of Clouds, but just barely.
Okay.
Just barely more likely. You know what I mean?
Okay. Oof. This is a hard one.
So the poll has 24 votes right now. 88% are saying that the Sea of Clouds is gone.
Yeah. See, Chaz also thinks that the SBGW 295, the Halo piece, might be gone too.
Do you think he did that and just got multiple pieces after that?
I wouldn't put him past putting anything or chopping anything off. But I just don't think he's. I hope, at least a whole part of me is hoping that he hasn't gotten rid of this watch yet.
Yeah, because he kept a watch for two plus years and traded it for the 295.
Yeah.
Only to get rid of it after a couple of months.
Yeah.
Ballsy move, but then again, Sanjay's known to do the dream shake and do that and surprise us all.
Yeah.
Should we lean on the poll of the 80% people saying that the Sea of Clouds is gone, or should we go against it and say the Tudor Royale is gone as our first pick?
Or both, or do both. Like three options.
We can do it once. Like we can get the first step in and then do another punch in. If you get it right, then we feel confident in going for the killer below.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna go one by one here and ask him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So should we ask for the? I feel like the Sea of Clouds. Like the poll is kind of swaying me. 80% is kind of a huge number.
Yeah. So let's just. I think that's a final answer on that one.
Okay. Yeah. Sanjay, is the Sea of Clouds in your current collection right now at 9:24 p.m.? Yes or no?
So I'm ending the poll. Poll results was yes for 86%. We got 30 votes. No, 13%.
Yes, meaning that it's gone.
It's gone. Yep. Yeah. And the answer is the Sea of Clouds is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Okay.
Okay. We got a crack in the case here. All right. So the Sea of Clouds is gone. All right.
Okay.
All right. Whew. All right.
What about? Should we ask the chat about the Tudor Royale?
We got to ask the chat about the Tudor Royale. I mean, they haven't. It's like what is it? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the
Yeah.
audience poll.
Yeah.
But now the question is, while he creates the poll with the Tudor
Mhm.
Royale,
Mhm.
do you think he sold or traded in the Great Sea of Clouds for 2 watches? And then kind of it adds on, but he got more than 2 watches though, right? He said he got more than 2 watches. So he couldn't have gone just traded in 1 watch, right? Because
Well,
getting three.
remember he's net positive today,
Mhm. So
right?
he traded in the Sea of
Mhm.
Clouds, but he couldn't have gotten 3 watches for that, right? I don't think Sunny
No,
does
no,
that.
I don't think so either.
So he definitely has to have gone a second watch out.
Yeah, I think a second watch is definitely
Okay.
how many extensions gets rated.
That's a good one.
It's such a-
Yeah, I think the Royale is a goner just because and I think he's definitely at least gone 2.
Okay.
But the Royale's goner because he goes in and out of that watch so much. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like I feel like that never sticks. I know he likes it a lot.
Yeah.
I just don't feel
Okay.
like it ever sticks.
Okay. I'm going to. I feel like the poll is going to say the same thing. I feel like he has some connection with the Royal this time. I don't know why, but
Okay.
but I feel like he got a Swiss watch too, so he might have traded in the Royal for something else, another
Okay.
Swiss watch. But I would agree with you. Of all the other pieces,
What's
I
the
don't
chat
think
saying so far? What does the poll say, Did?
So the poll right now is saying 57%, 30 votes, 57% saying the Tudor Real is gone. That's a much closer.
Yeah. But I still think we're going to go with that amongst your other watches. So the poll has ended, and
In the poll, 31 votes, 58% says the Tudor Real is gone.
Sanjay, at 9:27 p.m. Eastern Time, does the Tudor Royale still in your collection? Yes or no?
Yes, it is still in my collection.
Okay. All right. All right. All right.
Great.
That was a. You know what? We need to get the elephant out of the room here. Robbie, were talking about earlier, the SBGW 295, the big Kahuna.
Well, okay. I don't want to. I'm a little scared to open that can of worms right now. Can we go? Can we talk about? He's got a Planet Ocean left, right?
He's got a Planet Ocean. He's got a Longines Legend Diver as well.
Let's. I think the Legend Diver is a goner. Can we ask the chat the poll?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, like and Bruno, I think said it before, and it totally reminded me. Sanji's also been talking about a Zen U50.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking, the reason why I'm moving away from that Grand Seiko is I'm thinking diver for diver here, right? So let's see if one of these divers are gone, right?
Yeah.
And I got to be honest with you, the fact that the Tudor Royale, I know it's not a diver, but it's a Tudor. The fact that it remains makes me a little less likely to think that a
Tudor.
54.
Yeah, another Tudor.
The Tudor 54 is in the collection, even though I know diver dressy, I know it's a totally different thing.
He did give a hint though. He got another Swiss watch. What do you think that is? Which brand do you think he got that?
I missed that. I didn't hear that. Yeah, so then I would think it's got to be then maybe Tudor is back in play. But let's ask about the Legend Diver.
Is anybody chatted on the poll yet, Sanjay?
Yes. So the poll, we've got 22 votes so far. 50-50. Legend Diver is a goner. Just bumped up to 54% saying yes.
It's a goner.
It's a goner. Yeah.
I like how you say it optimistically. Yes, it's a goner. Okay. We were going to ask you because I would agree with Rob in that aspect of it. I think you're more likely to get rid of the Longines than the Planet Ocean. But I'm going to say it's also a goner. So at 9:29 p.m., Sanjay, is the Longines Legend Diver currently in your collection? Yes or no?
So the poll ended at 53% saying it is a goner. The Legend Diver is still in my collection.
Oh.
Holy mackerel, man.
Okay. We need to talk about the Planet Ocean and the SPGW 295, I think, right?
What are the other watches that he has now?
He has a couple of Seiko Presages and a vintage UN.
Yeah.
Well, here's because we're not as interested in those watches comparatively for your trade-in. Did you trade in any of the 34 millimeter Seiko Presages or the vintage UN?
No, I did not.
Yeah. No, so he's not going to trade those.
Okay, so that leaves us, and just clarify me if I'm wrong, Sanjay. The W295 and the Planet Ocean as watches. One of them, or maybe both of them, are not in your collection right now. That's a fair inference to make, sure, because
Yeah.
you said, okay. And then you got more than 2 watches, right? That's what you said earlier too.
Okay, so he got rid of
The Sea of Clouds. That's the only
Sea
one.
of Clouds. Okay.
He kept the Tudor Royale. He kept the Longines Legend Diver.
Man, I think he might. I mean, like if he picked up 3 watches, he had
He
to.
may have did 3. We're not sure.
Oh yeah, or at least 3.
At least 3. Yep. Mm-hmm.
He had to have gotten rid of something with him. I mean,
money,
or maybe both of them. Maybe he did get rid of both. Okay, so what do you think, Bobby? Should we ask about the Planet Ocean?
I think what we need to clarify, because we're not clarified of how much number of watches he got. Is the number of watches that you got, Sanjay, 3? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
It is 3.
All right. So he got 3 watches. He got more number of watches than Ian. So one of those 2 is out.
So one of those 2 are out. Yeah.
Okay. What do you think? Do you think it's
okay?
SPG?
So he's not gonna be Grand Seiko-less, right?
He won't be. I don't feel like, unless
he's Mr. Grand Seiko on YouTube.
But he might have traded the SPW 295 and this thing for 3 Grand Seikos. So he's, technically
But one is Swiss. Remember, one is Swiss, right?
That's true. I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right.
I don't think he got rid of the Grand Seiko. I think he got rid of the Planet Ocean.
Okay. All right. You think he
Poll? Yeah, poll. Let's do this poll.
Planet Ocean.
Yeah. Which one do you think Sanjay got rid of? The SPGW 295 or the Planet Ocean? You're thinking that he got rid of the Planet Ocean?
I think he got rid of the Planet Ocean because now he got rid of a quartz
and a Grand Seiko.
Grand Seiko.
That makes
quartz
more sense.
Grand Seiko, and then he got rid of a diver.
Okay. And just because he's putting in the poll right now, what watches do you think he got? You think he got 2 Grand Seikos and a Swiss watch?
Man, I don't even know. I mean,
we haven't even reached that part.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm just trying to think of value, right? I mean, he probably, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to think in American term, USD, but maybe as a trade-in for his Sea of Clouds, he might have gotten like maybe 2,500. Maybe he got less. I don't know.
He added cash too, by the way.
Yeah, I know he had a cash. And then land the plane. Yeah. Watch
we're landing. We're getting there. Yeah. Help us out here.
Okay. So let's do the poll. Let's do the poll here because I think these guys want us to
escalate.
So the poll is up. We have 26 votes so far. 54% saying the Planet Ocean is gone. 46% saying.
We're going with the audience here. We're going with Planet Ocean's gone. Sanjay, is the Planet Ocean still in your collection as of 9:33 p.m.? Yes or no?
Yes, the Planet Ocean is in my collection.
Man, you got rid of. Oh wow. Okay. All right. So now
Kevin in the chat was saying that he dumped the SPGW 295.
Kevin was sure. I don't know how.
Sure, yeah. He had a feeling his Grand Seiko heart was beating there. He felt a disturbance in the Grand Seiko force. All right. So he has a Planet Ocean. He got rid of 2 Grand Seikos, Rob.
So he had to bring it back a Grand Seiko. I just don't know which one.
He got 1 Swiss. He got 2 other Grand Seikos probably. Okay, I'm going to guess now what he's
he could have gotten German, right? He could have gotten.
Yeah, he could have gotten German. Yes. But I feel like at least one of your 3 watches that you got, Sanjay, is a Grand Seiko.
Sorry.
Or actually, we'll get to that second. Your SPGW your Planet Ocean still remains. The SPGW 295 is gone. That's the end of the watches that were traded in. So you basically traded in the Sea of Clouds and the Planet Ocean, right?
Yes. Yeah.
You got 3 watches from it.
Yes.
And you added cash to it.
Yeah.
One of the 3 watches is Swiss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it the only Swiss watch?
Is what the only Swiss watch?
Out of the 3 watches, is it only one Swiss watch?
Just one Swiss watch. Yeah.
Is the other 2 Japanese?
Yes.
Okay. So it's Seiko, Grand Seiko, and another Swiss watch. I'm going to go out on a limb here. You were telling me about the Sea of Clouds, and you were thinking about the smaller version. Did you get a Grand Seiko quartz watch?
I did.
Okay. All right. So I feel confident in saying that. So that's why I asked directly. At least
Yeah.
you got one of the three here. What do you think the other? Now here's my question to you, Rob. What do you think the other Japanese and what the other Swiss brand watches?
I really don't know. I mean, like in regards to Grand Seiko, like you know, I just don't know what it could be. I'm just not as familiar with Grand Seiko. I know Sanjay's had a lot of Grand Seikos before. I think he mentioned that it's not a rebuy or it's a watch that he hasn't had before, right?
Yep.
So, man, I mean that really, you know, shortens the pool there for the Grand Seiko, right? I mean,
But
like, yeah,
you're on a point there. You said earlier, Rob, that he's Mr. Grand Seiko. I feel
yeah,
like I'm confident saying that he got another Grand Seiko, and I feel like it's going to be a spring drive.
okay, okay,
So Sanjay, is your second watch a Grand Seiko spring drive?
No, it is not.
all right. So it's got to be high beat, right? It can't be
High
can't
beat,
be
yeah.
two quarts. I mean, is it a high beat? The
It
second
is a
Grand
high
Seiko.
beat.
Okay,
Great,
okay.
great, great,
Yeah.
great. At
All
least
right.
we got two.
So it might be like a black birch or something like that, or a white birch high
Yes,
beat.
that's a good point there. I'm going to give him the spectacle of showing us the watches.
Yeah,
At
yeah,
least we
yeah.
got two of them. What do you think the third Swiss watch brand is? Is it? Do
Man,
you think Swatch? Do you think Tudor? Do you think?
I'm thinking Tudor. I'm thinking maybe he came back around to the 39. I don't know if his dealer's got any 50 Black Bay 54s. I think that would be a really cool watch for him. I know he's on the 58.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know if he's circling back to the 39.
Okay, so
Um,
your guess is a Tudor.
I think it's Tudor.
Okay, I'm just going to out of hunch. I'm going to say you got an Omega something. You got rid of an Omega. So you have an Omega. I feel like you have your second love is Omega. I think you got an Omega watch. So that's
But
my choice.
he's
But
owned an Aquaterra before, right, Sanjay? Have you owned an Aquaterra
he's
before?
I have
yeah.
not. I have
Okay,
not owned an Alcantara
okay,
before.
Okay.
okay. So he's had a Speedmaster,
And he's
and
owned.
he's not gonna, and he's owned that, so he's not gonna add it back, because it's not a rebuy or a retrade or whatever.
Maybe an Aquaterra. That's probably what I would choose.
So he's got Aquaterra.
Or maybe,
Hmm.
but it's probably Tudor too. You're right. But all right, that's my guess. Oh wait, you know
Okay, so
what?
let's put it in the chat. Tudor,
Yeah,
Tudor or Omega.
All right, let's.
and I have a general question to you, Sanjay. Does your 80 deal in Cartier?
No, they don't.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I mean, they could have had a pre-owned Cartier, right? I mean, it's possible, right, Sanjay, that there's pre-owned Cartier at your dealer?
Very possible, yes.
Very possible.
Is it a new watch, Sanjay? All the watches new?
All the watches are new.
Okay, so it's not Cartier.
Okay, I'm gonna go Omega. You're gonna go Tudor. Let's
Let's see. Let's let the chat decide.
yeah.
Okay, so the poll is up. We've got 26 votes again, and got Tudor at 73%, Omega at 27%.
Okay,
Okay.
so I'm gonna go with the poll and Rob here and side with him saying it's a Tudor. But now you can do all the reveal because there's 21 minutes at least. So why don't you show off your Grand Seikos first and then reveal your Swiss brand watch?
Okay, so Grand Seiko first.
Oof, it's gonna be nice.
This is the 9F Spring, 9F Quartz. GMT.
Oh wow.
Okay.
It is the SBGN 029 blue
Nice.
dial
Nice.
Yep.
GMT.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Very,
Thank you.
very nice.
Second Grand Seiko. It's the high beat. It will be one of the SLGH models because it has this magnificent movement. It's the SLGH 013.
Mm,
Wow.
okay. Yeah.
Melting
Beautiful.
snowscape.
Nice blue hand.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lastly.
Okay, Sanjay. Let's slow it up here. Let's now this piece here, right? We're going Tudor. The crowd, the chat is saying Tudor.
Yeah.
You don't have to really be if okay.
And he hasn't
What
owned
I'm
it before, right? So
He hasn't owned it before. Was the chat right?
The chat was right.
Okay,
Yes.
now we'll just let you reveal what it is, because I don't want to take away your moment. So
Yeah, no moment here. But lastly, we got the Tour Black Bay 54.
54. Okay.
Yeah,
Nice,
Wow. Very nice.
nice, nice.
on
Very
rubber.
nice. Very nice.
You were saying that at the beginning, Rob. You had that feeling in you.
Yeah. Thank you,
Yeah.
Dib, for convincing me to wait. Dib and Bobby and Chaz, and yeah, it is the right watch for me. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So what happened today? Was today planned?
Yes, somewhat of a plan. Um, uh, yeah, a lot of you guys really got into my head. So through the week, I started off with going and saying no, I'm not getting rid of the SPGW 295. And as the week kind of drew to a close, I was like, oh, maybe they're right. maybe I should see what I can get in trade value for it. I know I'm going to lose my shirt because it's overpriced, really not a great value. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take like a 50% haircut or something. I was thinking.
Mm,
Thankfully, my AD pulled through. I didn't have to do that. But
mm,
if it was gonna be like a 50% haircut, I wasn't gonna go through with the deal. I was gonna pivot a bit. But I knew that the Sea of Clouds was going to have to go. There were contingency plans. Like I knew I needed 44 GS in my collection, so 44 GS case has remained.
mm,
Kevin said 44 GS doesn't last, but 44 GS has to stay. I think that's the quintessential Grand Seiko case. Um, so I knew the Sea of Clouds was going to go, so I kind of had my eye on a couple of 44 GS watches. Ever Brilliant Steel, I was kind of really feeling that, so I was hoping I'd get a good value on the 295. I did. So I went with the Snowscape or the
mhm,
molten snow.
mhm,
Um, I was actually trying to get an Aquaterra.
mm,
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
so 38 mil white dial. Um, I know the Aquaterra is for me generally a boring watch, but the white dial has always drawn me a little bit. And today I got to try it on and spend some extra time with it, and it really drew me in. I really like it because of the black outlines on the indices and the hands. So it's just a little bit funky, a little bit weird. So Aquaterra, that was plan A. I was going for the Aquaterra. I couldn't quite come to an agreement. I didn't want to spend that much amount of money. And they weren't really budging on Omega for some reason.
Hmm.
Omega is a little tight right now, so couldn't do that. So I pivoted to the 9F GMT, which is the SBGN 029 blue dial with the red GMT hand. Beautiful, beautiful watch. Um, yeah, so went with that. The curveball was the Black Bay 54. I didn't know that it had come in.
mm.
I thought I was going to go in and try a Black Bay 54, but my AD said, "Hey, it's yours." So that's kind of
I like it on the rubber too, man.
yeah, me too, me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I know that Tudor bracelets are really difficult for me with my small wrist, so the rubber I wasn't thrilled when I first saw it, but it grew on me a lot.
Mhm,
So after a while, the rubber really grew on me. I was kind of wearing it around the AD, so I decided to go with it rather than wait for the bracelet. Um, and yeah, I'm really happy with it so far. They had to cut it down to its minimum length,
mm.
the, the strap, oh, but it works out. So
That'd be
yeah,
good to wear to work as well with the
yes,
rubber strap.
Yeah.
extremely thin.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
What's your impression of the 54? Because you didn't have an expectation of buying it then and there until you
No.
saw it, and then what prompted you to?
Um, it's very comfortable. It's a broad watch. Um, kind of. I was thinking, kind of has like a maxi case feeling to it
Hmm.
because of the lugs are so wide. I don't know if I'm a little off key there, but Um, I don't know. I really enjoyed wearing it. It's not too different from the Black Bay 58 in terms of wearing experience, but it's just okay. Like the lugs. One of my concerns was that the lugs are really straight, and the lugs are really straight on this. So in terms of comfort, it is just okay.
It's gone.
No,
It's so gone.
no.
Goodbye.
I'm looking forward to putting it on some other straps. I'm happy that
Bobby, over under 3 months.
Wait. Before I, how we just called it right then and there. It's only been a couple hours. How long did you own the SPGW 295 for? How many months?
so I got that on March 11th. So
So March 11th. Yeah, three less minus. I'm taking under. Yeah, I'm taking the under too. Yes, I'm going to put that on the poll and like our betting odds here. You want to put that on the poll too, right?
See, over under.
All right. So you like the feel of it. You just feel it just okay. Is that what you said of the fit compared to the 58?
yeah. So the 295, one of my concerns was the straight lugs. So every once in a while it would be like a board on my wrist, like really flat. This one doesn't do that. So that's why I'm saying it's just under, because it had the potential. Like my concern going into the Black Bay 54 was that the lugs are straight and the lugs are long. So it's gonna have like that awkward stance on my wrist every once in a while. It's not doing that. So that's why I'm saying it's just right.
Just okay. All right.
Yeah. No, I'm really thrilled with it.
Let's. You want to check this chat on
Yeah.
what's going on because we'll talk about your Grand Seikos soon.
Yeah, Kevin S saying you got very good value today, Sanjay. I certainly did. I was a little surprised actually, so I'm happy. The 295 was in a sense gonna stay up until I heard what they were gonna give me for it. So, Karan I think is heading out. See you, Karan. Canadian Watch Monkey, hey, good to see you. He says the Black Bay 52 was meant for Sanjay's wrists. Yeah.
So I had a question because your SPGW 295, you couldn't get an Aquaterra for that if you traded that in?
No, I could have. I just wouldn't have been able to get this guy as well.
So that was your first thing, that you wanted this watch?
Yes.
Okay, so I just wanted to clarify that. Okay. And then an Omega along with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was gonna. I mean, I could have kicked the Tudor Black Bay 54 to the curb and gone with an Aquaterra and something else, but yeah. So there's your over under thing. I went with this guy.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Let's talk about your other second watch, the High Beat.
Yeah.
What prompted, because I feel like that was your first choice going into the AD.
Yes. Yeah.
So what prompted you to that watch?
So there were two first choices. Both of them were 44JS cased. Both of them were high beat with the new high beat movement, the 9SA5. This guy. And both of them were Ever Brilliant steel. My first choice was the SLGH 009, so the Celestial Ring Grand Seiko. Let me pull that one up because I know that's a little difficult. So the SLGH 009. Let me share a screen here. Sorry, bear with me.
Is this your first new movement to Grand Seiko too?
No, because I used to have the white birch.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So this was apparently available, but not really. So when I got there, it wasn't available.
Okay.
But my secondary option was the one I have here, so the Snowscape. So those were my first choices. Went with the Snowscape because it was still available. Only reason was it was kind of a good substitute for the Sea of Clouds. I knew I wanted to, in a way, get out of the Sea of Clouds, but I wanted to replace it with something even more special. Like I wanted like the flagship
Mm,
44 GS case, and I think this with the Ever Brilliant steel
yeah.
is the flagship 44 GS case with the best steel, and it has a very similar dial and all Ever Brilliant steel bracelet and the best
Is there
movement.
any like now when you mean so I'm not as familiar with Grand Seiko. Is it like is it kind of like more prone to scratching or less prone to scratching? Or it
Um,
doesn't matter, it's just that it has nothing to do with scratching.
it's more about corrosion resistance
Okay.
and metal luster. So I think the scratching, a few sources have said it's more
Mm,
resistant to scratching. I think it's a negligible difference to
okay.
316L, but it's more corrosion resistant than 316L. So,
Okay.
but it's brighter, which is why Ever
Yeah,
Brilliant.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is that 40 millimeters?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so you're getting to the bigger size watches too, right? Is your 9F quartz 40 millimeters?
The 9F quartz is 39,
Okay,
if I'm not mistaken.
because you had a phase of 34 millimeter watches. Now I feel like you're traded in a couple of 40 millimeter or 39 40 millimeter watches, which is
Yeah.
nice.
To be clear though, that 38.5 millimeter SPGW 295 was, I would say, wore like a 40.
Okay,
Mm.
more bigger.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Let's see. Underachieving watch collector saying Back Bay 54 is a great detailing watch. That was definitely in the thought process. And another thing that pushed me over the edge of actually making these moves was the fact that I got a new position as a detailer, and you need
Congratulations.
a new watch, right? Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Congrats,
yeah.
congrats, Sanjay.
So, a better position closer to home, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to start in a couple of weeks. So. And yeah, celebrating a new job.
I have a question to the audience here. Is Sanjay got 3 watches? Now, Rob, would you agree with the statement that I don't think he's going to have all 3 watches by the end of 3 months?
Oh yeah, totally
Okay.
agree on that
Uh,
one.
which watch do you think Sanjay will most likely keep at the 3 month mark? Is it A, the Black Bay 54, the B, the 9F quartz, or C, the high beat one, high beat
I think he
watches?
keeps high beat. I think that's
I'm gonna say the high beat too. I just have a feeling that he likes the high beat. The way he says it
yeah,
and
yeah.
he has a little more luster in his voice.
Mm.
No pun intended.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I think the 9F GMT, great looking watch. I think I mean, I think they'll still be there at the end of 3 months, but I mean, that's something that he can get in and out of, you know.
but I feel like that's the dark horse, right? Your second choice would be the 9F course.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, I still think that's gonna stay. I mean, I know my gut is telling me that the um the high beat is definitely gonna stay in 3 months. Um, the 9F is also as pretty close
Yeah,
to staying. I think the 54 is gone. Now, look, I mean, he may just out of spite hold on to the 54, but I don't think that ever affects Sanjay. I think he just like whenever he gets it in his head, it's gone. It's gone.
yeah.
I think the wearability is gonna nag at him. It's gonna be a slow nag. It's gonna be like a little drip that's just gonna like
Leaky
nag at
faucet.
him. Yeah, yeah. And look, I mean, I'm sure he'll be able to, get out of that watch very quickly. Although I don't know what the logistics would be because of the strap being cut down to, I don't know if they have to find somebody who has a small, or they have those
Stock.
just lying around, right? Yeah, yeah. I think that one goes. Although I think that it's a shame because I think that sizing is perfect. I never really considered how the lugs may affect the feel for him. I guess all wrists are different. So yeah, yeah. I think
I do have a
that's gone.
bit of a rounder wrist, so
Yeah,
that's kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
why
Sure.
the shape
Fair
of the
enough.
lug matter a lot for me.
Fair enough.
Um, but that was just my thought process, what I was sharing with you guys, and it is cut up. That means a lot, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
strap is cut, so and it's cut to its minimum length. Like,
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
take
yeah,
a look at this. This is almost comical how small this is now. No one else is gonna wear this.
Is this your first watch you ever bought on a rubber strap new?
No, the Oris
Okay.
Aquis Oyster Restoration Project thing,
yeah.
Manhattan, New York
You,
Harbor.
you could sell it to Deb. I mean, I think Deb would he's got a wrist
Yes,
that would probably be the
yeah.
final
With the
length.
T fit clasp, you can
Yeah.
just Dib can extend it out there, and oh, look at that, whole 2 millimeters.
Just out of curiosity, how long did you own that Oris on the rubber strap for?
1 month.
Just a random
But
question.
it's Oris though, so
Yeah. Yeah.
I almost bought an Oris as well today.
Yeah.
That was in
would
one
you
of my.
stop? Just stop buying Orises, man, or even considering it. Would you stop?
Oh,
Hey,
it was so good though.
what was in your consideration? Because there's like, I feel like there's like a watch, like three. You brought two watches in. There's like 3, 4 watches. The Aquaterra
Okay,
sitting over their side.
so Alex here has a great question. Did I consider the Mist Flake SBG 285? I threw that as a thumbnail just to mess with you guys a little bit, but this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I wanted this so bad, but when I put it on,
Too big.
yeah, it's huge. Look at the side profile here. just just kind of comical. It's not overhanging or anything, but yeah, it was too powerful of a watch for a mortal like me. Yeah. So as much as I love that watch, I love that watch.
It looks nice. It looks nice.
Yeah.
What Oris were you interested in? Was it the Kermit?
So
Or?
it was the ProPilot X. It was like the blacked out, the gray ProPilot X. It's in titanium.
Now,
Let me um, pull that one up.
oh,
No, it fits really well. It fit my wrist really well. I don't have a picture of it. I neglected to take a shot of it, but oops.
Yeah, I think both Rob and I are not the biggest fans of this brand, but
very
it
stealthy.
looks nice. It looks nice. Yeah.
Felt good. Felt good on the wrist. Has that it gives me a little spark of the green dragon with that bracelet. Just a little spark.
Were you
Don't see
going to choose the Oris instead of the Black Bay 54? That was a
No, that was not an option. No.
okay. No, what was the Oris instead of then? Like when you were
It
thinking?
would have been instead of the 9F GMT.
Okay,
So this
good
guy.
choice there.
Good
with the
choice.
9F juice.
Yeah, I think so too.
We all are in agreement there.
Yeah.
Any other watches you were considering? I know there's multiple watches you ended up with, but like you were thinking Aquaterra, a little bit a split second thought of Oris. Any other sprinkling of any other watch models?
Let me think. No. Oh well, there. I know Dib mentioned the 37 mil high beat. That was an option. So the SBG H 311, I think.
Okay.
That one. Yeah. Since Dib told me it would look like someone's poured water into like a sheet of paper.
Kind of
Kind
ruined
of
it.
killed that watch for me.
Okay.
It does look like someone just dumped water into paper and
Good.
kind of spoiled it. Let me pull a picture of that up.
Sure. While we're at it, while you're pulling a picture, how long do you think this whole transaction took? Because I've never done like multiple watches in an AD with multiple watches coming out. Did you go in? Wait, first of all, because me and Rob were talking about the Planet Ocean. You didn't take the Planet Ocean with you to the AD?
Planet Ocean did not go to the AD.
Oh, so you already pre-decided that the Planet Ocean was not even involved in the trade.
Yeah. I think the Planet Ocean is the closest I've come to like giving a solid keeper status,
Don't say the word keeper status. Just say that you like
Yeah.
the watch and just. But I'm proud because you didn't take the watch to the AD. That means
Yeah.
it was not premeditated. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So you took of course, you took the SPG W295 and the Sea of Clouds. Did you take any other watches with you in the trunk of your car?
No.
Oh, so
Mm.
you had the notion of these two watches are going.
It was more like I knew the Sea of Clouds was going.
Mhm.
The 295 was like let's see what they say kind of thing. You know,
Okay.
let's see what they give me. But yeah, they give me an insane value for
So
it. Yeah.
so when you leave home, right? Are you like, honey, you know, it's that time of the month? Or, I mean, I shouldn't say that. Because like you do this on a monthly basis. That's what I meant. Is it like do you like, put a newspaper underneath your arm and just like, I gotta go, I mean, like, going into AD again? Like how do you because like how long does this transaction take? Right, Bobby, like, that's a good question. Like, how long does it take to do this?
So I got to the AD at around 11,
You
11
have like a cup
a.m.
of coffee with you. I mean, like,
I did have I had a huge cup of coffee with me.
okay.
And before starting today, you didn't pack anything yesterday night into your car, right? You all
No.
thought you woke up today morning and then you made all these decisions, right?
No, I made the decision last night. So yeah,
Okay.
Are you like
within
Go
whistling
ahead.
it while you're you just open the door and you just walk in? Like what does this look like? Like start from like, the plan out
Yeah.
with Mrs. Sanjay the night before. Like, listen,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the
well, no,
dealer.
right now it's kind of weird because I see Marcus every 2 to 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So Marcus is pretty close to my AD. So when I go to see Marcus, I'm almost obligated to go to my AD, right?
But did you see Marcus today?
Yes, I did. I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I gave him back his Chapek Passage to Drake.
So
Did you
yeah.
talk to Marcus, or did Marcus talk to you about going to the 80, or did you talk to him about your plans?
No, I didn't.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
do you, was there a reason why,
Marcus kind of just knows.
Okay.
I feel like
He just
he saw
smiles
me
at you.
wearing he
Was
saw
he
me wearing the
nodding?
watch. He sent me a message a little later saying, um,
How did it go?
that Urishi dial is kind of the same value as that Omega tritone, right? So he kind of knew something was happening. So
Okay.
yeah. So
Oh,
I was wearing the SPGW 295 on my wrist.
yeah.
And I had the Sea of Clouds in the trunk. I had the Passage de Drake, which I handed over to Marcus,
Mhm.
and whipped over to the AD. Hung out
Just like,
there.
it was like, all right, let me just go
How far is
around the
Marcus?
corner from Marcus's house.
Yeah. How far is it from Marcus to the 80?
15 minutes
Okay.
Now, is it out of your way
to go to
to
the AD.
go from Marcus's house? Is it instead of going home?
It's
Is it
like
out of your way?
Google Maps. Is it on the way back, or is it
No,
out of the?
no.
It's out of the way. Out
It's
of
the other way.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's out of the way.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So
And,
you went there, and then you took. So when you got out of the car, did you park right in front of the AD, or do you park in the parking garage? You took your box out, or you were like, I'm going to make the
No.
deal first, and then go back to the car.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
It's a
I've
pro
done
move.
taking all my boxes in with me once.
Okay.
And that
Not
was
good.
the Railmaster thing after
Yeah.
the car accident.
Yeah,
And
not good.
yeah, I had the worst deal because they knew my cards were just showing all my cards. So
Yeah.
How long did the whole transaction take once you entered the AD?
2 hours.
2 hours. 2 hours.
Well, maybe a bit more.
No. It's okay. I just 120 minutes.
Did
Yeah.
you have to refill your coffee? Did they give?
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
Did you put it in
But it's
your
just
mug or?
just they have like this counter space, which is kind of like a kitchen countertop.
Sure.
It's very, very nice and homey. But
Do
it
you
was
have
just
your
covered with
own
all-
mug there? Like, do you have your own mug there?
Yeah.
Or?
No.
No. Okay. Well, did you have did they offer you food? Since it's 2 hours, I mean, do you have like an early dinner or
No,
lunch?
unfortunately, no.
Mm.
I did
Yeah.
offer to get them something for spending so much time with me. But
Okay.
yeah.
2 hours. So 1 hour is negotiations, and then like, or just like, well, how like when I say 2 hours, I'm saying you already were just browsing through the watches and then making a decision at the end, and then making the decisions. Was that?
Yeah. So I was browsing. We're trying different watches out. semi negotiating between that and be like, yeah, so
Okay.
you know,
All right.
what if we do this? There'd be like people coming in and out and chatting with all of us. You know, it's a very
Does your sales guy bring out like a calculator or no? Like when he's like doing this.
yeah. We both have our phones out with the
Oh, so you
calculator.
you have
So,
your calculator.
yeah.
Do you guys ever like do this? Like show each other the numbers? Like make sure everything's
Yeah, yeah.
like it's like, oh, is this what you got? Is
Okay,
this what?
yeah, I do like okay, so I can do this much, you know.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you don't even see the number. You just show them. I can, I
No, no,
can
it's
do
not,
this much.
that's happened in the past. Today I was saying the numbers, but there have been times where we've been, you know, more
Mm.
business, I guess.
Yeah, Kevin S. Did you say Mazal when you're done? Did you say Mazal? Mazal? Like Butch Eric and all the other dealers. After a deal is done, they say Mazal. Remember that, Sanjay?
I've never
Oh no,
heard
you
that.
weren't there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, congratulations, Sanjay, on
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
three
Congratulations,
watches. I
man.
mean, that's amazing.
yeah.
And I hope, first of all, congratulations on your new job as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Um,
Well
Thank you.
deserved. Well deserved.
Oh,
and
that's
yeah,
too kind. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight as well. Um, Keith is here. Good to see you, Keith. But yeah, really enjoying. I'm really enjoying the Black Bay 54.
For now.
um,
no, it looks nice on your wrist. I can say that from
Yeah.
seeing
yeah,
it from
I
here.
think it looks great. I think it looks great.
thank you. I gotta tighten it up. But guys, remember tomorrow is Watch Soup with Bobby Legs on the Bobby Legs YouTube channel and Clayton from the Watchdog Podcast. Should be a good time as always. Bobby K, do you have anything to plug for this week?
Happy Mother's Day tomorrow
Oh yeah.
to all the mothers
Happy
out there.
Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
To all the mothers who watch.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. All 0 of you.
Oh,
Uh, but right now, there should have been a video that went live of the Chapik Passage to drink. So it was super low effort. So I apologize for that. I was super time crunched because work was crazy and trying to get this new job and stuff like that. But I got to spend time with this watch and just a few thoughts about it. So hope you enjoyed that. But yeah, other than that, that's about it. So take care, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Well, good night.
Good night, everyone.
Okay.